guys, it's Momtourage, the podcast about being a mom that thinks that most mom stuff is super boring. So we created our own posse. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Keri, and we are ready to walk you down the red carpet of motherhood.
Hey
guys! Oh, hold on. I forgot to take my mouth guard out.
This is the gnarliest looking thing in the world. Look at this. It's like she's taking, oh my God.
Look at this. It's for snoring. Isn't that the sexiest thing you've ever seen?
Have you ever had sex with that thing in?
No, it's new. Also, I'm supposed to, oh, it's got rubber bands. Oh, I just popped my rubber bands. Guys, it's the sleepover episode!
Welcome to our sleepover.
These things are going to fall out. I'm going to have to take them off shortly.
We've got a super, super duper fun show for you guys today. Jam-packed.
I'm trying to have a Sonia a la Ashley's birthday video vibe.
Yeah, and I'm just doing, I don't know. I'm vibing. Anyway,
vibing.
We have a drinking game today. Get out of here. We have a drinking game today, as always. So tonight, it's every time we say the word
sleep.
There you have it. So shall we try it?
All right, let's say it.
1, 2, 3. Sleep.
We said that so loud that our soundproofing fell off the wall.
Yeah.
So you know. I think I have to take these Nelly
Take them off.
eye patches off, but they look so good. Now I just look actually tired. Anyway.
What are you drinking today, friend?
I'm drinking a gin and tonic. What are you drinking today, friend?
I am drinking I'm drinking a Paloma again with the standard wormwood because
so
it was
good.
so good last
So
week. I really love tequila and just they're not even sponsoring an episode and I just love it so much. So
guys, check out this new format.
Are you loving the graphics and stuff?
Ashley did all the graphics. She is spearheaded this whole entire thing. It looks so sexy. Ash.
Thank you. And Matt is controlling all of it. So
our Gelman.
If it doesn't go well, we're blaming
Matt.
Yeah.
Drink. Cheers.
Also, he has full control of when we drink, I guess, at this point. So
today's pajamas, actually not sponsored by, we bought them.
But Target. Yeah, we're full force Target today. All right, should we?
My headband's also accidentally from Target too.
It's a good headband.
Yeah, there you go. Oh God, Ashley's dying.
Should we do some drinking?
Oh my God, it's like a good murder mystery party. I put spiked her Paloma, and then slowly she dies throughout the show. Sorry, I just made her lose it.
All right, should we do some
the show?
Yeah, let's do some drinking and dishing today,
let's
shall
do
we?
Some drinking and dishing.
Some drinking and dishing.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I'll go.
Okay, Ashley, go.
That debate, man. I mean, this is not anything new. We've all said it, but
True story. I had 2 panic attacks within the first 10 minutes. I was texting you.
Yeah.
I have to burp, sorry. There we go. I was texting you. I was watching with Lee. And then I was like, my heart rate is going up pretty high. And then I went to sleep. True story. I had to go to sleep because I was having straight up panic attacks. I either need to take an anxiety medication or go to sleep. I chose to.
Xanax would have been a really good choice. But leading up to it, I was like, oh my God, is this what people feel like before the Super Bowl? Like, is this why men are into football? Like, all right, this is
a
great.
Terrible feeling.
I was just like, I was scared. I was exhilarated. I was like, this is going to be great. And then it ended up not being. Matt was standing there like this, like standing up, watching it like this, like he couldn't handle all of it. Yes, it was just like he just could not handle it. And then the race, the not being able to condemn white supremacy, we were just like, what? It was really like watching a football game and without any of the fun or food.
I don't like football and I didn't like the debate.
I don't really like football, but I do like the alcohol and food that goes with it. And it was lacking those things.
Yeah,
so
wasn't into it.
Not for me, friend. How was your week?
Well, funny you should ask.
This is a great story,
I was accidentally trolled by.
Not trolled.
I was emailed. So middle of the day, I forget what day it was, Wednesday or something, Tuesday. Ashley and I were texting 100 times a day like we normally do, and we were returning Momtourage emails. And all of a sudden in my Gmail, there's a message from someone. It says, hey, Keri, it's me, Jenny. Wanted to ask you about so-and-so. And I look in the little circle of her Gmail picture. I'm like, that person looks like somebody I know. And then I look at the return address and it's.
Don't give away.
Okay. It's somebody who's kind of famous.
You can say who it is. You just can't say your email address is what I mean.
No. What kind of monster am I? But this story isn't funny unless I tell you who the person is.
Yeah, of course. You have to.
It's Jenny Mullins Biggs, who is a huge author.
Yes.
She's the wife of Jason Biggs, American Pie, Put Your Dick in a Pie.
Yeah.
Oh.
For a very brief time, she hosted a Bachelor after show with Jason Biggs.
Best friends of Chelsea Handler, did ayahuasca with her, did not go well. Saw that episode.
I did not. I need to see that because I have said I want to do ayahuasca.
You're not going to want to after this. Anyway, so I write back and I'm like, hey, Jenny, what's up? And she's like, love Jenny. And I'm like, do you like, I'm like it's Sleepless in Seattle. Yeah. I'm like, hey, Jenny, I don't.
Oh, God, this is why the button is good.
I'm so bad with the straw. I don't know how I feel about the straw. Okay. And I'm like, I actually don't know who you're talking about. I said, oh, do you mean I had reached out about an episode that we're going to do on the podcast next week, actually about sex therapists. And I was like, oh, I put a post out about sex therapists. Are you replying to my post? And she's like, no, I am asking you about this woman. I don't know her. You know her. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know this woman, but I just Googled her. She's a doctor. If you need a good doctor, let me know. I have a lot of good doctors I know. And then I was like, well, this is such a funny conversation, Jenny. And then I quick text Ashley. I was like, should I ask her to be on the show? Ashley's like, I dare you. You have to. And I'm like, I don't know this person, but you should totes be on Momtourage, my podcast. Needless to say.
She didn't answer. She did not answer.
But then I wrote back that it was like silence. I was like, maybe she's just really busy.
I dare you to follow up tomorrow.
I might follow up tomorrow.
I dare you to.
What do I have to lose? I had nothing to lose. She emailed me.
Yeah.
And then I wrote back and I was like, Jenny, how'd you get my email?
You should follow up and be like, hey, so I'm just like dying to know how you got my email.
Like, you don't have to be on my stupid show. So anyway, my sister is a mega fan of hers. And I forgot to tell my sister until today. And then I was saying, oh, we're going to do the show and I'm going to tell the story about whatever. And she was like, what? You didn't tell me? She's like, couldn't believe. She felt so betrayed that I had not told her about this. But I just think it's so funny. I'm like, I'm such a huge fucking deal that celebrities are just like, oh.
Keri was like, I'm such a big, Keri has another celebrity friendship that's happening right now. I don't think she can talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it because it's kind of like a real friendship.
It's like a real friendship.
We send each other pictures.
That happened over Facebook. It will come out eventually. Oh, look, Linda Brown is on. Hi, Linda.
Oh, hi, Mama.
It's a real friendship that is budding, but I will tell you that she was, can I say what she was in? Can I give some hints?
Yes, you can give some hints.
Can I give like her IMDb page?
No! Anyway, she's a Tony Award winning person.
Yeah.
And she's on a couple TV shows. Yeah. And I found her on a mommy group that I've been trolling because I'm moving to this new area.
Yes.
And now we're friends. But evidently it was a week of me being like, oh,
so of course Keri was like, I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal.
Anyway. Anyway, I will keep you posted. I feel like this is going to be a reoccurring story where I need to tell you about how Jenny like is pretty much so obsessed with me that she just like called somebody and got my email, whatever. Shit, I just kicked the mic.
Well, hopefully the mic still works.
Give some hints. Oh, to the person?
Okay.
You gotta bump it with the trumpet with a and a and a
I was Dressy Tessitura in my high school production of Gypsy.
I auditioned for Dainty June in the production that this person was in.
All right, so you know she was in the revival of Gypsy. One of the two that happened in the last 10, 20 years. I mean, I feel like every few years there's a revival of Gypsy.
I know, and I'm up for all of them. Used to be.
You know.
Because I never age. Just kidding. We'll talk about that later.
Also, this is the episode where Keri talks about how much she loves herself.
That's right.
Anyway, we have got a great, great show for you guys. It's super fun. We have live performances from Mamadrama, the all-mom band that is the coolest, most badass group of ladies.
Seriously. They make us look not at all like cool moms.
We pale in comparison.
True.
We are just not nearly as cool as them. Then we have tarot card readings from Jaclyn Kay, which is going to be great. If you didn't know, if you're not into astrology, if you're more of a
full moon tonight,
if you're more of an Ashley than a Keri, you may not know that tonight is a full moon
and a full harvest moon.
Lots
of things are happening. You might feel very tired. It's in Aries. We'll talk about it.
I didn't know this, but here we are. And then we have a fun little reveal ditty that I think
Linda,
you're really
if you're watching,
enjoy.
this is something I didn't tell you. You'll know if you watch the show.
Guys, just a heads up.
I didn't tell my mom this thing.
Just a heads up. For once, we're actually running ahead of schedule. So anyway, which I'm very proud of. So this week, we are doing a beautiful giveaway of a beautifully curated sleepover party box from Party.
Oh, sleepover!
Oh, God!
Matt. Cheers. I'm not going to cheers you.
I don't know if I have enough alcohol for tonight.
I know.
Sleepover party box.
We need an intern that runs and gets us alcohol.
I'm working on that. From Party Hostess. Can you see it? It's covering my face.
I'm going to show you something. Look at this wooden cute shit.
Cutlery.
Fucking polka dots.
We're going to go through all of this
fucking
later,
more
too.
polka dots. Look, this is my favorite.
The disco balls.
Disco balls, cute glasses. It's like a ton of stuff, including like a balloon
garland.
arch.
Not inflated, but you do the work on
Use
that.
your
but
own
you get
oxygen.
all
Oxygen not included.
Yeah,
helium or whatever the shit
it's
it
a great company. We love it. They do all these party boxes for all different kinds of party themes. There's galactic, there's bachelor party or bachelorette parties, there's virtual parties, all kinds of stuff.
All parties are virtual these days.
Yeah.
But
you guys can win that beautiful box. All you have to do is leave leave us a comment on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching, or text us at 918-352-MAMS. And just tell, it's MAMS now.
it's moms. But she said that with a
right.
terrible, was that Boston?
I don't know. It was just a funny way of saying it.
All right.
But just tell us, what's your most embarrassing sleepover story? The most embarrassing story wins and gets that entire kit for up to 8 people.
Should I tell my embarrassing story?
Yeah, I don't have one because I was really overprotected as a child, so I didn't really get to go to sleepovers.
Oh, sleep, we got a drink.
Ah, shit. Matt, you missed it.
No, he didn't. I saw it. My mom goes keeping secrets. My mom does know this story, Mom, so don't worry. So I one time was invited over to like a cool girls sleepover birthday party. And she was like a friend I kind of knew, but I didn't really hang out with that group of friends.
Yes.
She invited me and she invited this other girl who was a little bit overweight. And both of us were kind of like, what are we doing here at this?
And that detail is important because they made fun of her because
correct.
Yes.
Correct. This is important. I'm not just being the dick.
Right.
Anyway. But the two of us were looking at each other being like, I don't really know what we're doing here.
Right.
Like, it seems kind of odd that both of us were invited. I had hung out with this girl a couple times, so it was like a little less odd, but still. So they had dared the heavyset girl. I won't say her name. It was like a truth or dare situation. The truth, she didn't want to tell the truth. They gave her a dare. The dare was that she had to run outside into the cul-de-sac naked. And she started crying and was like going to call her mom to get home. And I said, I would take her dare. And they said, well, you don't get that dare. You get a different dare. You have to drink toilet water.
Taking one for the team.
So I bleached the toilet and I drank toilet water.
That might be even worse.
I know. I drank toilet water. So the girl did not have to do her thing. We ended up both going home.
That's very nice of you. You're a very kind person.
Thank you. Actually, maybe I stayed and she went. Anyway, needless to say, my panties were also frozen at that same birthday party because I fell asleep first.
Okay, so we did episode about adult sleepovers on the podcast at the beginning.
Oh, Sunny. Also, we wish you were here too.
Yeah, we do, Sunny.
I can't. The straws. I'm just like.
That is an awful face. That is terrible, but I love it.
I know.
Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so we did the sleepover episode back at the beginning
Early
of COVID.
quarantine.
Oh, yes. Just to like spice things up and make things happy for a little bit. And she taught me about freezing underwear at sleepovers.
I think it's like an over. I think you have to be born in the 70s or early 80s for that to be a thing. Because everybody that I know that's in my age range definitely knows that the first girl that goes to sleep gets her underwear frozen. And actually like, what? And then some creepy dad comes down and finds a bunch of girls' panties in the freezer. Yes, that is exactly what happens.
That's so creepy. Okay, honestly,
I want to know if you guys have heard of
yeah,
the panty
could you
freezing.
let us know? Because I need to know if we're trying to figure out, is this regional? Is this age? What's happening here that this is a thing? So let us know in the comments.
Thanks.
We're curious.
I need to know because I feel like maybe just Ashley doesn't know because she didn't go to sleepover parties.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
Yes.
All right. We're doing this thing. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. If you are familiar with Momtourage, which you should be because you're here,
Like,
you're
why
watching
else would
us,
you be watching this?
then you know our next guest here with a live performance of their song MILF and also our theme song.
It was their song first.
It was totally their song first, but it's our theme song because it's so fucking cool. Welcome the baddest all-mom band around town, Mamadrama.
Woo!
truth be told. Tired of things look the same routine, the same old thing. No more dull and dead lives. No more tired and empty wives. No more laundry and thrift stores. I can't take it anymore. It's forever, 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 forever. It's forever, 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 forever. There's no one to come undone. There's no one to have some fun. It's forever, 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 forever. I-L-F-M-I-L-F-M-I-L-F. Look at you, you're just like me. Tired mediocrity. Except the bomb, oh, you want something better, something more. Wondering how to fit in. You are patients wearing thin. We want to have fun, running. It's never, ever, ever, ever. Mom, it's never, ever, 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 ever. That's who I've become undone. There's no one to have some fun. Mom, it's never, ever, 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 ever.
That was so fucking amazing.
You guys are so cool and so good. In my next life, I hope to be just like you.
And it feels even weirder saying how cool you are in pajamas. Will you please stick around so we can talk to you guys a little bit later in the show? Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys. So stick around, everybody. Jenny, I know you're watching. Jenny Mullins. Well, I keep calling her Jenny Rollins in my mind, like she's married to Henry Rollins. That's not. Anyway,
That's cool.
Anyway, stick around because we're going to chat with them later.
Oh, I think they're so fucking cool.
I know.
They're like the cool, like I always wanted to be that cool.
I'm definitely not that cool.
I'm not that cool at all.
I mean, I own concert tees. That's about it.
Right, exactly. I smoked for a very long time.
I had a mullet, but it was on accident.
I had red boots for a really long time.
I ended up looking like more of a Karen than a rocker.
Anyway, our next guest is an intuitive reader and healer and a longtime friend of mine. Welcome, Jaclyn Kay.
Hey, oh my
God, you look so cute. Oh, you look so cute.
I feel like such a derp after them. I'm like,
No.
in full makeup with the headband on.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Are you on your phone? Turn it horizontal. Turn it this way.
Oh.
Yes. That way we can see that beautiful face.
Yes. Let me just tell you something, Jaclyn. I have felt this full moon so much today.
She's been like,
I've been so out of it.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I might throw up. I'm so exhausted. I don't know what's wrong. Like I can't even, I mean, I don't have your number, else I would have texted you. I was gonna be like, Jaclyn, oh my God, I can't.
That exchange is happening after all of this.
Anyway,
150%. Yeah.
All right. So nothing says sleepover quite like tarot cards. Oh, God damn it. Every time we say sleepover.
Drink.
What are you drinking?
I hope my mom's drinking. Mom, what are you drinking? Chat.
I literally put like this much Moscato in because I don't like to drink when I do readings, but I was just like, you know, for the girls.
Look at your fancy glass.
Look, she's wearing leopard also.
Get it.
Okay.
Get it.
So tonight is a full moon. Can you tell us a little bit how this may affect life and this reading and all of this other stuff?
So it's a full moon in Aries. It's the harvest moon.
Ooh,
and it's
entertainment.
You're welcome. By the way, I was Mazeppa in Gypsy.
Oh, there you go. I could see that.
Oh my God. Tessie Tor and Mazeppa together, we would have been great.
I know.
Do we need to do it?
I think we
do. You guys, okay, guys. You guys are gonna come to my new house. We're gonna invite said friend.
She's gonna freak over who this friend is.
And we are gonna have a sing-along.
We'll tell you after.
God, I'm so anxious. Okay. Yeah, don't tell me anymore because
it's
probably going to distract you.
It's not Bernadette Peters, but it's probably the other one you think it is. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. All right. So continue, please.
I can't think. So it is the full moon in Aries. It's the first full moon in October. Usually we only have one in a month, but this month we have two, and this is the first. The second is going to be on Halloween. How fucking awesome is that?
That's amazing. Too bad it's COVID.
I'm like, I can't handle this.
So, and it's the harvest moon. Some people also call it the hunter's moon. So there's a lot of, I mean, with any full moon, there's a lot of feelings going on. But with this one, there's a lot of feelings. And if you kind of know how to harness the energy, and if you work with this energy, then it can be a lot of abundance, like feeling a lot in a great way and, you know, honing it in. Full moons are a great time. People ask me like, what kind of rituals do I do? Full moons are a great time to make a list of the things you want to let go of, the things you want to release.
We'll do this immediately after this podcast is over.
Yeah.
New moons are a good time to make a list of what you're calling in, but full moons are when you want to make a list of what you want to release.
That's
also,
good to know.
You'll hear a lot of people talk about like that this is the time to charge their crystals, and it is. You want to put, Keri and I were talking, you have little bowls of crystals. If you're like me, you want to put them outside in the moonlight. So depending on where you live, if you're going to get a little anxious about furry friends or weather, just get a little teeny Ziploc bag, slide it in there. It'll still get the moonlight. Good to go.
It's like you're a real pro on television, Jaclyn.
You're right there.
You had your Ziploc bag.
And your nails are done.
Yes.
Oh, God bless.
All right. So tell us, my dear, what does the moon and the stars and the cosmos and all of that have in store for Keri and I?
Well, Ashley, I'm glad you asked. So I work with all different decks when I do readings, but tonight I thought, obviously, full moon, we're going to use the Moonology Oracle deck, and that is by Yasmin Boland. It's a beautiful deck. I don't make any money off Yasmin, but I like to give credit where credit's due. So first I'm going to
do the right thing, Yasmin.
Yes, pull for me, pull for me, pull for me.
And they're flying out for you, and it's funny because I do remember that the one that just flew out for you first was on the bottom of the deck. Oh, I love this. So the first card that came out for you, Keri, is what do you need to release? And then full moon in Aries, it's time to take action. And then the last one, which was on the bottom of the deck, is a full moon card, surrender to the divine. Now, when you were talking earlier, when I was in the waiting room, I was watching, and I'm wondering, and we don't have to get into specifics, obviously, for time, but just also, you know, you don't have to tell me your whole life right now.
I'm a full disclosure. It's fine.
I love that about you. But
thank you.
Are you dealing with a lot of anger lately, or have you been finding that you're dealing with a lot of anger?
God, so much. I can't even handle. I just bought the Thich Nhat Hanh book on meditating on anger. So yes.
Okay.
Oh, Tic Tac, he's back.
Yes. Ashley calls him Tic Tac.
It's a long story. I won't take away your time for telling the tarots, but
I've been speaking to my therapist about how there's all this anger, and I'm like, is it from a past life? Is it from this life? I'm not sure.
So I think it's very deeply rooted in some things that you've dealt with in, I would say, the last like 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
But I do get the sense that there is something from a past life, yes, also that there's some cords you want to cut there. But I was watching you, and that's just, I kept seeing, and we've talked, you're an Aries. I kept seeing that fire in you, but I kept seeing it in an anger way. And how great will it be when you get to the root of that a little bit more, cut some of those cords, and you can channel that less into rage and more into like doing and purpose. Like that's going to be fucking fantastic. I'm going to pull.
My mother just typed in, oh, thank God it's not my fault that she's angry. 3 to 5 years. You're clear, Mom. You're clear.
I'm just going to pull one more from another deck that I love, which is the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. And just
I'm gonna hook you up because my friend is the creator of a famous deck. If you don't already have them, I'll get it for you.
Look at you and your famous effing friends. All right, let's see. Oh my God. Well, if this is not confirmation, I don't know what is. It says Unbound, and it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives.
I really feel like part of it's a past life. And I also, my sister also feels this. And my sister and I feel like we were sisters in another past life.
I was just going to say that you and your sister were twins in a past life. Twins.
Oh, no, you were twins.
Which is weird because we're starting to look alike and we never looked alike before. And we're only half sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. And we both have the same anger and we can't figure out what it's about. Oh. I'm buying her a reason for her 30th birthday with
that's
you. Done.
Part of
done
it.
And done.
All right, Ashley.
Uh-oh.
Would it be fair to say, my love, that you're dealing with a decent amount of anxiety?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, always. Yeah.
Okay.
But definitely like stress. I'd say stress more than anxiety right now.
Okay. Is there something?
Oh, you know what? The election is honestly, genuinely, like the state of the world is actually really stressing me out. I've become so accustomed to it. I forgot that I was anxious about it. So there you have it.
I was going to say, Ashley, I hate to tell you this. I'd say you're dealing with a lot of anxiety. And I believe Matt would also agree. Thumbs up for Matt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drink. Just because.
Just because of anxiety.
Matt.
But so like when I was looking at the two of you, like when I'm channeling for people, and especially when I'm looking at them, I'm starting to pick up their aura and their energy and what they're getting. And it's not to say that I look at Ashley, you know, just as a like human to human and go, wow, she's a ball of nerves. It's nothing like that at all.
do.
It's me looking. It's me
My
looking
mom
at
too.
you as a reader, and that's what I was getting. Just like
Okay.
I'm not looking at Keri and thinking like she's gonna set the house on fire, but I could see this anger in
She
her
might.
as a reader.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she could.
Yeah.
So the first card that fell out for you from the moon deck was be bold and make the first move. And then there is the energy is gaining momentum, but in reverse.
Say that
And
again.
don't let-
That last part again.
The energy is gaining momentum, but that card is in reverse, and I'm going to explain that to you. And then the last one was don't let pride get in your way. So I'm wondering if there is something or an opportunity that's been coming up where you have been kind of putting off being the one to kind of like throw your hat in the ring.
Yeah.
And the energy gaining momentum being in reverse is telling me that it's not going to go anywhere unless you do something about it. You're going to have to be the one that makes the first move. And
I read you are a badass. I know how this works. Okay.
When I see don't let pride get in your way, I'm not picking this up in the sense that you're like, you feel that you're too good for this situation necessarily. I just almost feel like you've got to find your footing with what you want to say, and you want to you want to do it the right way, or you don't, or to you, it's like not worth doing at all.
Yes.
Something that comes to mind is that you may have found yourself saying to Matt in this situation specifically is, I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to make a fool of myself.
Jesus Christ. I'm a Jew and I'm saying Jesus Christ. Yes. Uh-huh.
I know you're holding the huppah at my wedding in Central Park that I'm staging after yours.
That actually happened. Oh yeah. That was my wedding. So that's why she mentioned that.
I'm obsessed with Ashley's wedding. And if I get married again, that's what's happening.
Yeah. I'll help you. I'll do whatever you
He tells
need.
me all the time it's not going to happen, but I'm sure it is. So then I chose 2 more clarifying cards from the other deck for you. And the one is the Initiation, which is, I love this card. It looks very dark, but it talks about going somewhere sacred. And I do get the sense that when this is all said and done, and it's going to be connected to work, it could very well be connected to Momtourage. I get the sense that you're going to be traveling out of the country. And have you ever traveled to Jerusalem?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Birthright, baby.
So this is called rite of passage.
God.
And I feel like
But I don't want to go back there, to be completely honest.
Listen, if they want us to play the Wailing Wall, we will play the Wailing Wall.
Like to live or just to visit?
Keri, why am I your twin sister?
Yes, I think you are.
I think we are.
I think so.
It's like one of my fucking favorite songs of all time. No, you're not moving to Jerusalem, Ashley.
Thank God. Okay. Okay, good.
I feel like that could be problematic.
Matt just went like this. Yes.
It's really hard to do the live show.
Yeah.
But you are very the last card that you got, and I know that this can sound very hokey. You are very cared for in terms of the outer realm, the spirit world. You very much have a divine orchestration in your life. So much so that I feel like if this hasn't happened recently to you, I feel like there's going to be little moments where you're like, well, shit, the only thing that saved me from that was a guardian angel. There's going to be little things coming up. Well,
she's had her grandmother come to her. A couple times
and
recently.
I've seen my guardian angel in dreams and stuff like that.
She's also seen aliens in dreams, though. So
it's true. Yeah, that's true. It's actually true.
It was good talking to everybody. Good night.
That's a whole other conversation. Yeah.
Your grandmother was in your first reading, wasn't she? I think.
Yeah, I think she was. It was before she died recently. A couple of weeks, about a month or two ago. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So then that would make sense too, why this is your final card, because I did kind of go in my communication with spirit, I'm kind of well, Keri and I are the weirdo, hippy dippy ones. Why is this coming through for Ashley? But maybe this is to let you know, especially since she passed recently, that she's around. And
what is the card?
It says it's called Council of Light, and it says helpers in the subtle realms.
It's the oracles. Yes.
It talks about divine orchestration, and it has Jesus and the Virgin Mary and Ganesh and Buddha. I mean, but it's talking about your angels and your guides and having divine light and guidance around you.
It's really interesting because she was such a big believer in stuff like that. She would be like, oh, somebody, I saw this person in a dream, this happened. And my mom and I have talked endlessly since she passed. We have really just not felt her. I've had a couple of occasions, but I really have not felt her. So that is very comforting and feels nice.
I want you to ask her for, not right now, but whenever you feel called, to ask her for a very specific sign. She wants you to ask her for a very specific sign because she's kind of I'll make it happen.
Oh God, I'm gonna cry. I wasn't expecting this as a sleepover drink.
To break the mood, Clementine, Ashley's dog, just gave us the rankest dog fart you've ever smelled. She's right at our feet. As you get it, I'm just woo!
Tell her to send it our way because my cat's constipated and I'm so stressed over it.
Ooh, Clem.
Ooh. Wow. Jaclyn, every time.
Okay, everybody needs your juju.
Yeah.
So please, where what
you do this all distance and remote. People can do this over Zoom with you, correct?
Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of readings in my this is really good.
Yeah,
this is really good. I'm totally getting we're gonna hook you up with my sister who may have been my twin sister in another life. Anyway, okay, so tell us all where to find you. P.S. It looks like I'm not wearing pants. I am wearing pants, just so everybody
knows. Not you right now, Keri.
Well, I look like I was naked. Anyway, okay, so here is her Instagram. We have it up. I wasn't trying to make it about me.
I know.
I'm on. No, it's fine. I'm on Instagram at Queen of Soul 1111. You can find me there. Just DM me, and I will get you scheduled for a reading and give you whatever information that you need.
And just for the record, I have gone to Jaclyn before this a couple of times, and every time I've been like, "Oh shit, that felt right. That made sense. Oh my god." So, yeah, she's good.
I have to say, one of the things I personally love in a reader is a reader who doesn't feel like someone who's a reader. So my mom actually, the very first reading I ever got was someone that my mom knew, and he was like a Jersey dude who lived with his grandmother in his basement, who used to be a car mechanic. And that was one of the
that's awesome.
He was one of the most dead on readings I've ever had. And I just like a reader that's just like, he was just like, yeah, one day my grandmother died and she passed it to me. And then I just had to quit my job as a mechanic and just because that's like God called me to do this.
My reader is a lady that lives in Kentucky, like literally in the middle of the woods. She's like, well, let me tell you, I love Spirit. Spirit is the best. But she is like, listen, I'm going to have a sale for you today if you want to buy 2 blocks of readings, because I'm trying to get my boyfriend out of prison, and I would be real excited if you I swear to God. And she is the fucking real deal.
I just love that. I mean, I don't need Steven Tyler scarves.
No,
I want
just a real person. Yes. Yeah, it takes the hoke out.
And what else? Exactly. And what are some of your other offerings?
Mm-hmm.
So I do general readings where we don't have to be face to face, but I do general readings where I will pull cards for you. I'll channel for you. I'll send you everything like DM or email, and along with pictures of your cards. But then I've been doing, in these COVIDian times, live readings where we're on FaceTime or Zoom or what have you. And I also do a card a day. So I'll send you something like this every morning that I pull especially for you. So I'm channeling it for you. It's a great way to start the day on a real positive note. And I also do reflexology, once we're all kind of physically back in each other's realms. Yeah. But
and Mom, she lives in Philly, so maybe I can get her reflexology for you, because my mom's right not far from you. Yes.
Also, Jaclyn is going to be on our podcast episode coming out on Wednesday, where she's going to talk more about all of this. She's going to talk about compatibility, kind of how she got started in all of this. So you're going to want to make sure you listen to that, because she's fascinating and adorable, and we just really love her. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I hope your cat poops.
Me too.
So do I.
God bless. We love you. We'll probably DM you after all of this.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
We got to tell you who it is.
Okay, bye. Oh my God, she's so cute.
I love her so much.
Can I make her my friend now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, of course. You don't have to ask my permission.
I mean, I'll ask her permission, but.
Okay, on to new things. All right, so if you've been sitting there and saying, God, Keri, you look so well rested. Let me tell you, she's not.
I'm not.
Do you want to share?
Very much. All right, so something I've been toying with for years is getting Botox. Let's just put that on the table.
I mean,
Lee and I, my partner Lee, and I were going to get Botox for our 40th and 50th birthday. He's 10 years older than me. And a couple years ago, we turned 40 and 50. We had this big, huge party. But I found out I was a month pregnant right before. And so I canceled the Botox subscription, is what I almost said. It should be a subscription, our appointments, because I was pregnant and I couldn't get it. And ever since then, I've just thought, what would it be like to just have, so I've always had these weird wrinkles on my neck and a lot of wrinkles on my forehead, even when I was a kid. And then of course, as I've gotten older, they've gotten deeper. And so we had a little concierge Botox sesh.
Shall we roll the tape?
Let's roll the tape and then I'll talk about it. Hey guys, it's Keri from Momtourage, and I'm about to get Botox for the first time. Hello. Hi, come on in.
Ready for your Botox?
Doctor's here. Yes, come on in. I've had lines in my neck and my forehead even since I was a little kid, but they've obviously gotten worse and gotten deeper. But even my daughter has them. We just have naturally, I call it chicken neck or forehead, but definitely These are much deeper, and they do go away sometimes with like a microdermabrasion, and then they come back. I sort of want to look like, I don't want to look like I've had a ton of work done. I want to look like I sleep and I don't have a kid. Yeah. That's what I want to look like. But I want to look like when people are like, oh, did you just get back from vacation? I want to look like I don't actually have severe anxiety and have trouble sleeping. That's what I want to look like. More Sonia Morgan, less Luann. I want more of a Reese Witherspoon Botox where I can still look like, oh, darn, this is so hard.
When we talk about doing Botox, the three main areas are the frontalis muscles or the forehead. Their job is to go up. Then the corrugators, the procerus, they go down, kind of like that frowny mad face. And then the other one we'll do sometimes is the eye muscles. We'll kind of relax the crow's feet around the side. We just made a saline and Botox solution. We made the dilutant. It comes kind of freeze dried at the bottom as little tiny nanoparticles that you then need to mix with saline to make the dilutant that'll get absorbed by the muscles, which will relax the muscles and then cause the wrinkles or folds above them to release.
So it's sort of like opposite going to the gym. You're training your muscles and
exactly.
Like
you're deconditioning.
You're
them.
deconditioning, right?
So other uses of Botox are sometimes. I mean, it started off. They found out that when they put it in the skin, they use it for like eye spasms. Mm-hmm. So any kind of spasm. But I'll do a lot of, especially during COVID time when people are stressed in the masseter.
Oh yeah, the jaw tension.
Yeah, so people won't grind at night almost immediately. So they're very, very happy. Since they have the mask on, they're not afraid to do work on their lips. So I'm doing a lot of lip injections.
Right. Because
you could be bruised for up to a week after lip injections. Even, with the most skilled injector, there's little veins in there that sometimes little capillaries are going to pop and be bruised for about 5 days or so. Mm-hmm. So a lot of lips because they're not afraid to hide the work.
Right.
And then, people are really focused on those three main areas, the forehead, brow, and crow's feet.
What is the muscle that is the railroad track? Is that the eye?
The 11s is the procerus that we talked about. Yeah. And that's a strong one. So my standard light dosing is 6, which would probably do for you.
Yeah.
But for some people that you'll do 6 and it doesn't even make a dent. You need to do up to 20. So we did 10 units on the forehead, 14 across the brow. I'm going to splash a few more kind of in those spots just to make sure that everything looks great.
I've had things burned off my face and that saline injection in my nose, and it was all more painful. I can already feel like a little bit. Working? Yeah, a little bit.
So that's the little ice pack for you. Mm-hmm. So the aftercare instructions are for 4 hours now. We don't want you to lay down. If you lay down, it might kind of migrate into areas where we don't want it to. It's perfectly placed right now, so we don't want it to move. We don't want you to work out for the rest of the day.
What an excuse not to work out.
Yeah, so doctor's orders, you can't work out.
Perfect. Yeah, when should I take my Instagram selfie?
3 to 7, give it a week.
Okay.
Sometimes it'll, kind of kick in 48 hours, 72 hours, but you'll really be the result markedly improved. Okay, so next 1 week.
Okay, so next Thursday I'll take my selfie. Oh my God, thank you so much. That was so painless. Definitely less painless than the first time I popped my cherry completely. So this was so much better. Seriously, the dumpster fire that has been 2020, this has made all the difference. Thanks for making me look like everything's fine. Have a good trip back home. Ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. What?
Can you even move it? Let's see it.
Look, I'm trying to move it.
Your mom said, "Good God, Keri."
I went like this.
You're only flaring your nostrils.
I know, but I'm trying to move my whole forehead. My mom, P.S. guys, my mom is going to be so mad at me. Mom, I did it for the show. Anyway, I do have to say, though, side notes. Let's just talk about this for a second. I know we're running behind and you're anal about the time, Ashley.
Sorry, it's my production. It's my producer.
I get really bad tension migraines, and my mom can attest to this. And I've had them for a long time. Some of them are hormonal. They come and go. A lot of them are tension issues. Really, really, really bad tension migraines. Like have been on medication. It doesn't work kind of thing. Yeah. And I feel less headache in my forehead.
That's great. That's worth it alone.
I know, because I get them kind of like across my brow and up into the sides of my head. And I haven't had any of that. And usually I have it almost 2 or 3 times a week, not to the point where I'm like knocked down, drag out, have to take medicine, but where I need to like massage enough and like get into my jaw to make it release. And I haven't had any of that. So I do have to say that aside from making me look like I've had 3 different people be like, you look really, really well rested.
Yes, you do.
But aside from that, like the tension headaches are not there. And that's like an accidental side effect.
I mean, I'll take it.
I mean, I think that I wouldn't do it all the time just because I don't have a ton of money to do it and I'm just a busy mom. But I do have to say that it was not painful. And he was so lovely. He really listened to all my concerns about what I wanted. I think next time I might get a little less so that everybody reacts differently to how many units, I guess is what it's called. So I probably could use a little less units so that I could move a little bit of my forehead, but also it's fresh. So it kind of wears off a little bit.
Moving your forehead's overrated. Honestly.
But I got it during COVID because I figured like, let's see what happens. Yeah. Right.
It looks
but anyway,
great.
I have no tension headaches, which has been absolutely amazing. And that's like a side effect that is way worth it beyond the cosmetic part of it.
Yes. And also you look great.
Thank you. And Michael was amazing. I highly recommend his service.
If you live in New York City or the boroughs, he can come to your house. He can do all of that.
He's really lovely. And I went to him because I know a lot of other people that have gone to him and he's very well trusted. I would not go to someone that was not trusted. But thank you so much. It was it didn't hurt. Like it was not a pain thing at all. It was really amazing.
All right. So
yes.
Should we head back over to Shared Universe Studios in Asbury Park to chat with the ladies of Momtourage?
I think we
should. Momtourage of Mamadrama. Oh my God. It's the M's, ladies. I'm so sorry. Hi, guys.
Hi. Can you hear us?
Hey, hi.
I can hear
Hello?
you.
Okay.
Can you hear us okay?
I think maybe we should make them a little bigger and us smaller because it's hard to see them. What do
And
you
they're better
think?
looking than we are.
They
No, not that way.
definitely
There we go.
I want to see them better anyway.
Ashley has such red boot envy. She can't even control herself.
I can't. I've always had red
AGL
boots and-
Shoes is our partner.
Record Trip Lighting.
Sponsor.
That's their part. What's your sponsor? Say it again.
AGL Shoes.
Fabulous.
Yes,
Straight from Italy.
Great job. Great job.
All right. So, ladies, can you give us a quick intro? Tell us your names, what you play, what your job outside of Mamadrama is.
Okay. I'm Keri Bellog. I play the guitar, and I am the chief executive groupie of Brand Groupies, a social media and public relations agency.
Which, by the way, has the greatest, most spot-on branding ever. At the moment I met Keri, I was like, your branding is so fucking good. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Spoken like a real influencer.
Yeah. I'm a font whore, you know?
I know.
I'm Renee Dorsky, and I play the bass. And I own and operate and run and do all the things at my restaurant. I'm overworked. No, I own a vegetarian restaurant in Atlantic Highlands called Juice Organic.
Yes.
Nice. My friend just opened up a restaurant in Atlantic Highlands called Franny's.
Oh.
Franny's?
What is it?
Clammy? It's a pizza place. Franny's. It's a pizza place.
Oh, I think it's in Highlands. No.
I will hook you up. She's fantastic. And she's also she was also in an all-girl band that toured nationally and is badass. So I will introduce you guys.
Oh, we need to know.
Yes.
I'm Beth Herbrook. I'm on lead vocals. Whoop, whoop. And an event producer and designer, and have a small kind of a pop-up supper club called Good Folk Supper Club. We are currently on hiatus, but post-pandemic we'll be back. So good times ahead. Good times ahead.
Amazing.
I'm Kim Grigoli, and I'm a kindergarten teacher. I play the keys.
She's a frontline worker. She's a frontline worker. Frontline worker.
And also so many people now think your job is exactly as important as it is, by the way.
Thank you. Thanks.
Finally.
Yes.
And I'm Maria Rystrom. I play the drums.
You work too,
I
girl.
work at Lake House Music Academy in Asbury Park.
Wow. Nice. You also work the drums.
Yeah.
You work it. That's right.
Yeah. So you guys are so incredible. Can you tell us how like a all mom band even starts up?
Well, it's funny.
How does this happen?
We actually, well, I thought I missed the boat. I didn't play when I was younger, but we were sending our kids to music lessons at Lake House Music Academy in Asbury Park. And a few of us would be hanging out in the hallways, and it was like a running joke, like, oh my God, we should start a mom band. Ha ha ha. And it was just funny. And we just never thought it would become a reality. And then, they hooked us up and we tried it 1 week. And when I say that was 5 years ago, November 2015, we have played and practiced every single week since then. The band has had a lot of iterations, but we became addicted to it and we just love it so much. And never thought we'd be playing live for a podcast. Like it's a dream come true.
Well, I'm like tearing up a little bit hearing that because Ashley and I talk so much about how after you have a baby, your identity really gets, anyone who's a mother understands that. And for me, like, I don't know, speaking for Ashley, but for me, getting like my mojo, my person back, increment, which is 100% had to do with us starting a podcast with Scary Mommy. And then now it reminded me of like, oh, right, I'm a person.
Yeah.
Oh, right, there's things I like to do. Oh, and I get an excuse to hang out with this awesome lady. That makes it even better. So I can see how you would become addicted to that.
Yeah. I think we push each other to do that. And I think that even though a number of us are, kind of working independently, whether it's entrepreneurs or working in an office by yourself, we collectively kind of help remind each other that there is more to what we're doing day to day, what our roles are as mom, and as important as that is, it's also important not to lose yourself. And I think that even just coming together and making the time once a week, I think that's kind of the biggest question that all of us get is, how in the hell do you make time for this? How do you find the time? And you make the time for anything that matters, right? Like working out or whatever it is that people prioritize. And we just have tried to prioritize this over 5 years now. And I think it's a sanity saver. I think it keeps our egos in check, but it also reminds us that we're more than, what we are. It's been hard. It's been, the past few months has been, there's been all sorts of ups and downs. It's, it's mom life. But I think that collectively having the accountability of a band is really, 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 really magic. That's like there's something super special about that.
Something that Ashley and I have discussed, and I want to throw this to you guys too, is that being a mom has really zapped a lot of my creativity. I mean, getting together and doing this kind of stuff helps like bring it back. But I think the lack of sleep and the lack of mind space, because you're just thinking about so many other things, just like takes that creative juice just right out of your body. How have you guys helped combat like that, all that creative zap that sometimes happens with motherhood?
Yeah, I think we push each other. And I think that's us coming together and finding that time really helps us to become creative. And I know for me, like you lose yourself when you become a mom. Like we were saying, so many times you're just on autopilot and you're doing so many things and you just go day to day. And then us coming together was like magic. And I think that the more that we push each other and the more that we're together, the more those creative juices are flowing. And I think it's really,
we come up with our best ideas when we're with each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so on a purely selfish level, how do we stop being regular moms and being the coolest fucking moms?
Like, are you this cool all the time?
Yeah,
or is this like just
the coolest moms? Are you kidding? You are the coolest moms. This is like the coolest mom sleepover we have ever been a part of, not been a part of. This is it.
Ladies, we've said it once to each other. We will say it again publicly. When all of this is said and done, we are going on tour together.
We're gonna
Yes, girl. Yes. Absolutely.
We're gonna do podcasts with a show from Mamadrama. It's gonna be fucking great.
Tell everybody where we can find you. Please plug yourself. Tell everyone where we can find you. Your merch is you freaking fantastic. I should have just been wearing your thong underneath this.
Yes,
there hasn't been a lot of
thong merch. Mama
there
Drama
hasn't been a lot of they're the best merch.
The Mamadrama merch is how I found Mamadrama, because I was like, this shirt is fucking so cool. And then I was like, oh shit, there's a whole band attached.
That's right. So tell us
we're all at Mamadrama Band. So Instagram, Facebook, mamadramaband.com. And our song MILF was released on May 8th. So you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, all, everywhere you find
So when you
Even
need
on
to
TikTok.
rage in carpool line at 7 a.m., just blast that shit. Blast it. Pre-coffee, post-coffee.
I have to send you a video. Because my daughter loves that song and she goes like this in her high chair. Yeah. It's really cute.
Right when your kid is singing it,
Yeah. We like also
that's right.
we like to believe that it goes with coffee and vodka and tequila and juice and
Yes.
smoothies and
Anything.
appetizers.
Everything. It goes with everything.
Guys, you're teaching my daughter how to read. She's like M-I-L-F.
I love that.
Moms in leather forever.
That's right.
Ladies, we love you so much. Please come back.
Thank you.
Let's all tour together.
That was
And
so
we're honored
fun.
that your song is our opening song. So thank you so much for
Thank
that.
you so much.
Thank
We're
you.
honored to be with you.
Bye, guys. Oh my God, they're the best.
I love them
We have
so
the best people.
much. I
know.
love them. All right, guys, this is the most fun episode
know.
ever. And
Let's
we've
try-
had like only fun episodes.
I know, I'm sweating.
Ugh. All right. So let's do this thing. We've got hashtag swag
Swag
bag. Oh, that's good timing. All right. All right. These are
I tickled myself. I was like, oh, Matt, thank you.
these are obsessions. These are the things that got us through the week that we love. You can't have a proper party without
Your swag bag.
the proper decoration.
Okay, guys, I'll do this.
Yeah.
We've got balloons, purple, silver, white.
Stemless wine glasses.
Nice ones, not even crappy ones. Polka dots, disco balls. You could put this like as table settings. Cloud plates, purple plates.
Wooden cutlery.
Dope wooden cutlery. Oh God, polka dot straws.
Paper straws.
Paper straws. Oh yeah, because eco. Purple. My mom loves this color.
Tablecloth. And then
This is the best part.
The piece de resistance is the hostess handbook, which has all the it tells you what kind of dinner, a specialty drink, breakfast. It says what kind of activities you can have. It's just basically your guide how to style it. It is your guide on how to make all of this turn into magical this.
Like Pinterest level
Yes.
quality
So it's
stuff.
basically like a beautiful Madison. Her name is Madison, who owns
okay.
Party Post.
Mhm.
Like beautiful Madison, just kind of like
Floats into your house.
skips into your house in a beautiful tulle skirt, I
I'm
imagine.
putting this down. This is
Yes.
heavy.
And just says, poof, your party
Here's
is
a party.
done. Now just invite 8 of your closest friends. Obviously,
Virtually.
you're right. We're living in COVID times. These probably are not necessarily the times to have people over your house, but you're in luck because Party Postess has virtual party boxes. And of course, you can invite anyone who's in your bubble
Right.
because we're in each other's bubbles.
Right. We could
Our
use
kids
this.
are in each other's bubbles.
Exactly.
It's a great time. So you can find this whole box for 8 people, retails for $49 at partypostess.com. Again, they have so many fun themes. You can do a bachelorette party.
Do they have an alien theme for when you're
They
abducted?
do have a galactic theme.
Okay, for Ashley's alien abduction, we'll talk about that at a later episode.
All right. Do you have our giveaway winner via text?
I do. Hold on. All right. Carly, are you ready for this story? Carly says her most embarrassing sleepover moment, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, drink.
Matt.
Matt dropped the ball.
I know I was like, right?
Uh-huh.
But maybe you couldn't see me wink because of my Botox.
Yeah.
Anyway, Carly says her most embarrassing sleepover moment was when, in the middle of her sleep, she felt something suck the breath out of her mouth, screamed at the top of her lungs, and realized it was the new kitten that the sleepover host had just gotten, and she thought it was trying to kill her. And then she left the party.
That is embarrassing.
Maybe she doesn't like cats now. Carly, do you have a cat?
Well, Carly, guess what? You are now the proud owner of this Party Postess sleepover party
Carly,
box
also-
for 8.
I think you should think about maybe that was an alien and not a cat.
Carrie's on a thing. Listen, you guys need to listen to the podcast episode. If we haven't made it clear on this show, we've clearly defined, finally, it took us a little while.
I know. Sorry. Thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you. The live show and the podcast, they are 2 separate sister entities. The companion podcast
Thematically the
episodes.
same,
Yeah.
slightly different,
Yeah.
different content. So you got to listen to both.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the companion podcast for this episode is coming out next Wednesday. It's going to have all kinds of fun stuff.
Stories about Ashley and her aliens.
Yes, that's why I brought it up.
And also we'll have a sex therapist on the podcast.
Yes.
Lord knows we all need that.
Yes, and just to let you guys know, we also have a great giveaway going on at Momtourage Podcast on Instagram. It's a over $90 giveaway with Wellborn Coffee Company in honor of National Coffee Day. There's Momtourage swag.
Really good.
Their coffee is fucking bomb. So you want this. And there's a 25% off code there. Anyway, what a great show. Thank you to everyone. Mamadrama, Jaclyn, Michael Kennis, Matthew Hearon-smith.
Oh, drink for Matt. And Lee, my partner, who is always supporting.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom. Don't disown me for getting Botox.
You guys check back in next week, next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to have the editor of parenting.com, Bethany Braun Silva. We're going to be talking all kinds of fun, how to make parenting into a career, essentially. Even though
we're trying to do it. We're trying to do it. She did it before. She did it better.
Make sure you check out our Instagram. And if you're loving our show,
rate,
review,
and subscribe.
And tell your friends. Post on your socials. We'll send you a gift.
All right,
Love
guys.
you.
Love you.
Bye.
I'm really 107, but you can't tell.
Okay, that's our show today, folks. Thank you so much for giving us a listen. Please do not forget to rate, review, and subscribe. We are out here on our own, and these things really, really matter.
We want to hear from you. Tell us what you want to hear. Email us at momtouragepod@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram at Momtourage Podcast to hang out with us all week long.
We are here for you. You are not alone. We got you. So go ahead, girl. Know this posse is behind you and go slay. Momtourage is written and produced by Ashley Hearon-smith and Keri Sotero. Recorded and mixed by Lee Mars. Our theme song, MILF, is by the band Mamadrama. You can find them on Instagram at Mamadrama Band or mamadramaband.com. And the